Alright, welcome back. I am here to give you another exclusive look at Evergreen Cemetery. Now, if you remember the last time I was here, I was in search of a brother and sister that survived the Titanic. So I'm on a mission to find them since I couldn't find them last time. But right now I'm in the mausoleum that, from what I read, was built in the 1950s. And it's pretty impressive. There's a huge bell tower that was built in the 70s. Let me show you around. It's a really large complex. Love the architecture too. Whoever put it together, they really did a great job. All right. Let's go forward. I love the stained glass. This is a rather impressive structure. So I think, like I said, it was built in the 1950s. The bell tower, as was inscribed, was built in 1971, which, I don't know if you noticed, also serves as the chapel. Just love the architecture of it. Look at these arches. All right, now it's time to head on a bit of a mission. Follow along. All right, so just to give you a bit of a recap, so last time I was here, I showed you this angel, which apparently is not the original. The original was on the Titanic, and it sank with the ship. So that's where we're starting off today. So our mission is to find the siblings that survived the Titanic disaster, and are interred here. They lived a long life after surviving the sinking. They came to live here in Jacksonville, Florida, and are both buried here. And I think, from what I read, they are up northwest of the angel, so somewhere that way, maybe. It's another beautiful day out here. Temperature is pleasant. A few people in here, but not that many. So, shall we go searching? Oh, that's interesting. It's a lucky rabbit's foot. That's odd to find out here. Guess I'm in luck. We could all use a bit of good luck at times. All right, let's move along. Let's go search. Hopefully we'll find them here soon. Check back here in a bit. Well, I guess the Lucky's rabbit foot worked, because I have found one of the siblings, and I'm headed there at the moment. And here she is. Amelia Garrett Isaac, April 15th, 1900, and died in March 8th, 1970. I still need to find her brother, but there's Amelia, survivor of the Titanic disaster. And from what I read, the story goes that her and her father and brother, all three were supposed to be on the Titanic. But unfortunately, while they were trying to board in France, their father had an eye infection and was denied entry into the ship. And so he let them go alone while he went a different route. And eventually, after their rescue, they reunited with their father in America and ended up settling here in Jacksonville. Crazy. The stories that the two siblings must have had. Now, as far as the born date, also, that's apparently not exactly correct. I guess they didn't have like a birth certificate, so that is the date they chose as their born date. But they might have been born earlier than that. So, with the Titanic going down in 1912, if at least Amelia was born in 1900, she would have been 12. But again, that might not be accurate. As far as her brother, he's apparently around here as well. I'm gonna keep searching a little bit more, and then hopefully I'll find him. Hopefully he's not, I don't think he's too far from here. Let me get back to you. Alright, well, unfortunately, no luck in finding her brother at the moment. I'm gonna keep searching for a bit. But, yeah, it's pretty tough to find. He's supposed to be 1,000 feet east of Amelia's grave, but I've looked and I cannot locate him. So, yeah, I'm gonna search for just a little bit more, and I know he's here somewhere, obviously. Just a bit elusive. Shall we continue? Maybe we'll find someone else along the way. Who knows? Alrighty, here we go. Alright, so I gave up the search. Mr. Lewis was incredibly elusive. But we know he's here, and he's nearby, somewhat nearby to his sister. So I'm going to conclude this video, but before I go, I am back to Dr. Robert J. Bateman's cenotaph, not his grave marker. His grave is about 800 feet somewhere south of here, and in the area he's actually buried in, it's like this, covered in old leaves. So it's a bit trickier to even find his. But I wanted to read something to you about the Reverend here, because seems like he had a significant role, which was somewhat portrayed in the Titanic movie. Before he took a ride on the Titanic, he wrote a letter to one of his nephews, and seems a bit foreshadowing, but this is what he wrote to him, and it wasn't delivered until after the ship sank. But this is what he wrote to him. Tom, if I go to the bottom, I shall not be there. I shall be up yonder. Think of it. Alright, so I'm going to read this also. So apparently this is an account of what happened with the Reverend and his sister-in-law while they were on the ship. He got his sister-in-law safely into a lifeboat, tossing a scarf or necktie to her as it was lowered, saying to her that they would meet again in the hereafter. He then instructed the band to play "Near My God to Thee," and gathered the men who remained on deck to prepare for death. Which, again, that was somewhat portrayed in the 1997 Titanic movie. And he is buried here at Evergreen Cemetery in Jacksonville, Florida. And that's going to be it. It's been a long search. At least I found Amelia. She was a bit easier than her brother. Well, I'm going to cut this off here. As always, like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. We shall see you hopefully next week. Stay tuned for more.